Alright, welcome back, Loomers. It's Will, and we're gonna finish off our Pikachu in this one, okay? We're gonna do the arms and the body and the feet, and we're gonna go ahead and connect everything, okay? So you're gonna need 20 gauge wire, alright? Again, the same one that we used for the ears. So the first thing we're gonna do is, let's go ahead and put our wire through our tail, okay? That's just gonna save us some time. The way that you want to go ahead and insert it would be from the bottom, because this part is going to show from the top, so it's best if you don't show much of the wire. A way you can be able to measure is literally by just keeping this straight, kind of get it as straight as you can. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, of course, just get it so that way you can kind of get a measurement out of it, and just measure from the end right there all the way across, just like that. Literally, that's what you want to measure. Okay, and then once you get it like that, you're going to measure maybe about the length of your finger. So it's going to be probably about like 2.5 inches. I want to say about like it's probably like double. Here, let's see. If you were to put your ears like this would be a much better way. Measure from the end and measure out. That's a good enough length. So I want to go ahead and, yeah, like that. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there. I want it a little bit long enough because it's gonna go through the body as well, okay? So, and if it's too long, then we can always be able to cut it, but at least you do not want it short. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. Don't go from the top, you wanna go from the under the slip knot, okay? So you're gonna go ahead and go through here, and you just kinda wanna, whoops, make sure that there's your 7, okay? Your 7. So this is the bottom part, okay? You want to go under, and you're gonna need some help from your pliers as well to kind of help you push in, okay? You're gonna have to kind of work your way through the bands. A lot of times you kind of have to weave through it because there's a lot of bands right here. Right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and weave my way through all these bands. Right, it's best if you kind of stretch and push in, and stretch and push in, and then push in right here. Okay, so kind of need to take it out somewhere so I can be able to give it a stretch. There we go. So it's out at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and stretch. I'm just going to pull it out a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch it so I can weave it in. And I kind of want to make sure it's hiding. I don't want it to pop out anywhere, so it's kind of showing a little bit right there. So, alright. Come out through this and come out a little bit more. This is going to be quite hard. Alright, now I'm going to stretch it out again so I can weave it through some more bands. Do your best to hide it in there. Okay, of course it's not going to hide perfectly in there, but if you can be able to work your way, then it'll be good enough. kind of just weave your way in. I want to kind of stay within the middle of the entire thing so that way it hides as much as possible. Okay. All right. Oops. I think I pulled out a little too much. There we go. It's kind of getting hard for me to weave. Almost. When I get to like the middle of the tail, I'm gonna bend it over. Okay. So I'm gonna take out a little bit, and I'm gonna bend it to like the shape of the tail. Okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and try to stretch that. To hide it in there. If I can. Without breaking my bands. Whew, okay. Good. Awesome. So it's not showing. You can just get a little tiny peek of it right there, so that's good. Alright, so now this part, just go ahead and start to shape it back to how it's actually supposed to be. Into that thunderbolt shape. Alright. There. So now it looks a little bit better because of course you have that perfect thunderbolt shape. Okay. And that's your Pikachu body. So all this, don't worry about that. You want this extension, okay? In order, because we're going to be putting it through the body and it's going to go through the head, so that way your head can be posable. Okay? Alright. Let's do our arms. You need, this is all you're going to need for your arms, and for the body all we're going to do is just go ahead and move this over, but just have it like this for right now. Alright? The first thing you need are just to be able to use these four. And you can use a monster tail if you like. Okay? You can just go ahead and do your arms right there on the monster tail. Or you can just do it on the loom. What you need first is one band, and you're going to go ahead and put it right across just like that. Okay? Then you're going to go ahead and grab your hook. Grab the furthest one out. Pull down. Okay, just like that. And the one that you're going to want to pull it over. Okay? And then you're going to twist it over on these. Now you're going to grab this one, okay, pull it up, and then you're going to twist it over this peg. So you should have that. Okay, go ahead and push down, and you're going to put two bands, no, sorry, yes, you're going to put two bands over, one going diagonally and the other going the other way to make an X. Okay? So you see how it's doing? Now one more row, and I started on this one, so I always want to start with this one first and going on this direction second. So you always want to go in the same pattern, okay? Keep going in the same pattern. So now that you have 3 rows, you're going to go ahead and flip over the very bottom row. Okay. Gonna push down. So now we're gonna do our 4th row, okay? So remember we just did 3 rows and we just flipped over the 3rd row in the bottom. Now we're gonna do our 4th row, starting with the same side and then the second side. So now we're gonna go ahead and flip over again. Okay, push down. Now this is row number 5. Flip over the bottom one. Oh yeah. Push down. And this is row number 6. This is going to be our last one with single bands. And flip over the bottom band. And push down. Okay, now we're going to work with double bands, okay? So you're going to go ahead and grab 2 bands, and you're going to put them right above. And make sure they stay even, okay? Don't let them twist. So let them stay even. Now grab another 2 bands, and put them on these. And again, you want them to stay even. Don't let them twist, because your arm looks so much nicer. Grab 1 band, the very bottom one, flip over everything, and again grab the very bottom one, only one, flip over everything. So now you should have 3 bands left over on all your pegs. Push down. Okay. We need to do this also 5 times. So that was our first row with double bands. Okay, so now this is going to be our second row with double bands. And they're kind of twisting right here. I want to make sure that, there we go. Alright, now again you're going to flip over only 1 band. So you should have 4 bands left over. Grab only the very bottom band and flip over. Okay, and then push your bands down. So you should have 4 bands left over on each peg. Now we're going to do our 3rd row with double bands. I'm going to start going a little bit faster. Remember, we need 5 rows. This is our 3rd row with double bands. Alright, now on this one you're going to do 2 bands. From here on out it's going to be 2 bands. Grab 2, and you should have 4 bands left over. And push down. Row number 4. Okay, and then let me push this down a little. And again flip over the bottom 2. Fix this, there we go. Okay. And number 5. Okay, again flip over the bottom 2. Okay. Alright, now that we're at this point, go ahead and flip over one more time the bottom 2 until you only have 2 bands left over on every peg. When you're done, you're going to grab one end and transfer it over onto the other side. Now grab another end right here and transfer this one over onto this side. Okay? Once you're done, put a slip knot on each of these. Take it out. Your first arm is done. Just gonna stretch it out a little. I don't want to stretch this too much because I don't want to make that too skinny. But that should be good. Here's what you need to do. Grab your wire. Where's my end? Right here. You're going to push through the middle and stay in the middle. Okay. You may want to need your pliers to hold. Okay. Keeps coming out. So just fiddle around because you don't want it to come out through any of your holes. Okay. If it starts to come out, just push it back inside and make sure it stays in the middle the entire time. When you get it to a good point, I want to say close to a little bit more. Make sure let's get it all the way to the end. Yeah. Right there. Now it's at the end, I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of it, and I'm going to bend it in. Okay? I bent it just like a hook, and I'm going to put it back. Whoops. Try to push it back inside, grab some bands with me. Okay? But hide it under those. And then I'm going to go ahead and push in and squeeze it so that way it hooks on. And pull your wire down so that way it's not showing. Alright? It's showing a little bit right there, so actually I want to fix that. It's too much wire for me, for my liking. So I'm going to hide it in a little bit more. It's kind of hard with the weight of the entire wire. I'm gonna pinch this a little bit more. There you go. I like that better. Put it back inside. And let it grab hold of some bands. I'm gonna squeeze so that way that hook tightens. Okay, and then just tug on it so that way, of course, you know it's not coming out, but it should be okay. Alright, cool. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the other part, and here's what you need to do. We need to go ahead and cut our wire. In order to do that, we need to go ahead and measure out how long it's going to be. So again, we need this to be about the length, because our body's going to be about that wide. And then you see how your arm is about almost the same as your ear. So I need to cut it off at the end of the ear. So I need to cut it off right here. Okay. There you see. See how it's about the same length? Alright. Now of course we want that same ending because we're going to be bending this in. Alright, so it's not going to go completely out. Alright. We don't need the wire anymore. Go ahead and put it away. Let's go ahead and do our second arm. And for this one, again, you're going to need same thing. Grab your loom, put it on there, right here, grab the far one, push down, and then twist it over. Grab this one, push up, and then twist it over. Okay, and now you need these. There's your second row, and it's going to be your third row. Okay, and go ahead and flip over. Okay, let's do our fourth row right here and right here. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my other arm, and I'm gonna do my little hook part. Okay, so just like that. Okay, if you watched my Yoshi video, this should be kind of familiar. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and grab two bands right here, this one and this one, okay, right in the middle, and I'm gonna go ahead and pinch that with my pliers so I can close it. Come on. Stay like that. And close. I'm just going to go ahead and clasp it. Okay. That's good enough. From here on out, you're going to put your bands through here. Okay. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and do this. Put one band over here. Do row number 5. Number 6. Okay. Sorry, still number 5. Row number 5. I don't know why I said number 6. And flip over. Okay. Okay. Just like we did before, we need one last one in singles. Okay, and then just go ahead and flip over the very bottom ones. Okay, now we're going to be working with double bands, okay? And we need to do this 5 times. So this is going to be row number 1. Number 2 bands. Okay. Flip over 1 band. And push down. Okay, now row number 2 with double bands. Again, 1 band, flip over the bottom one. So you should have 4 bands left over. Okay. Row number 3. Row number 4. I want to make sure that they are not twisting up. There you go. Again, 2 bands. And I think this is row number 5. So this should be our last one, if I count it correctly. Somehow I go into La La Land at some point and I completely forget where I'm at. Oh, sorry. Alright. I think that is row number 4. So, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Alright, that was our 5th one. So now we're going to go ahead and flip over the very bottom 2 again. So that way you have 2 left over. And we are going to do, again, this. You're going to flip over to right here. And then this one, you're going to flip to this one, or transfer, okay? Now you're going to go ahead and put your slip knots. Yeah. And take it out. Okay, so now you have both of your arms. Okay, this should be done, all set. Okay, I'm gonna just stretch this out, but do it carefully because you don't want your wire to be going all over the place. So just stretch it out just really carefully. And keep your wire in there. Alright, cool. I am happy. Yay. Okay. Alright, time for Pikachu's body. And we're done. Okay, transfer this over so that we have this space. Okay. My pegs are all the way at the very end. So that way you have enough space. Because we're going to be working with our Pikachu upside down the entire time. Now here's what you need to do. You're going to need to grab, whoops, 2 bands of yellow. And we need to put them in to be able to extend our neck a little bit because we cannot, right now Pikachu is neckless. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. In order to be able to do that, there's these bands right here. Okay, I'm not sure if you can kind of see. You see how there's the star kind of forming in? I want these bands right here. Okay, alright, and I'm going to put 2 bands right there. Okay, and it should be okay. Yes, that should be fine. I don't think I'm gonna need to grab anything else. I'm guessing that I may just need to. Hang on. I'm gonna need to grab another set. I'm gonna go ahead and just let go for right now. Because, actually, let me do it again. So, I'm gonna need to grab, ooh, come on, focus. There we go. I'm gonna need to grab these, and then these. You see how they're going right across? Obviously, there's gonna be for the other side. We need to add right there and right here, but I need a little bit extra support because these 2 bands are not gonna do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another band from here. Okay, and that's just gonna give me that extra support. So now I have 3 bands. Yes, there we go. I can feel it's so much better. Just grab that random band a little bit more ahead and then pull these through all 3 bands and reclaim it onto your hook. Now you need to put a slip knot on there. Okay, just like that. Okay, now another one right here. So you need to go ahead and grab these 2 and then grab an extra band up, up there, this one. Okay, there you go. So now that's 3. And I need 2 bands of yellow. Okay, because I need to pull them through and reclaim it onto your hook. Now that you have those yellow ones, okay, now you need to put a slip knot. Okay, slip it through. Okay, so now you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slip knots. Okay, all right, now here's what you're gonna do. We're gonna be working with double bands right here, and the first ones you're gonna be putting will be right across. But in order to be able to make that work, we need to first grab, okay, the bands that are right across in the end, not these 2, okay, not these 2, but the ones right next to them that are over here next to the cheeks. Those are the ones we're going to focus on right now. Go ahead and grab your hook and go through that hole. Okay, so I'm going through. Okay, and now reach for the other one across. this one, and go through that one too. Alright? You're going to be putting 2 bands of yellow right through them all. Okay? So go through these bands and go through these bands. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab another hook really quick just to help me. Alright, now that you have that, okay, I do not need the slip knots that are holding those. I'm gonna take them out because they are gonna get in my way. Okay, grab your loom. Alright, for this one you are going to need the loom, not the monster tail. Put your Pikachu with your head forward like this. Alright, it's going to go down. And then you're going to go ahead and pull both of your hooks through. And be careful it doesn't come out your hooks. You're going to grab one first, and you're going to pull it right there onto this middle peg. Okay, now you're going to grab this one and pull that one right onto this peg right across, just like that. Okay, alright, so now there's 3 left down here and 2 left up here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I keep saying that. You're going to grab another 2 bands of yellow. Okay, and for this one we're going to go ahead and grab the furthest one over here on the left, so this one, I'm gonna stick my hook through the hole, make sure I'm doing it correctly. You do not want to grab the wrong hole, okay? Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go across, not to the one on this side, but the one on this side. So I want this one, the one on the right. I'm grabbing the one on the left, so now I'm going to grab the one on the right. Okay? And put your hook through that hole. Oops, I just completely blocked you guys. There we go. Alright. So now that I have that, I'm going to grab my 2 yellow bands, and I'm going to slide them through. And I'm going to need my hook for this one. Again, my second hook. I'm going to put them onto this peg. And I'm going to put these on this peg. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and take out those slip knots, because I don't need them. They are on my way. And this is a great way to actually see if you actually did it right. Because if not, then you know you can go ahead and save your head before it completely falls apart. Okay. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and grab the one over here on the left from the top and the right from the bottom. You're going to be left with this one right here. So go ahead and grab this one first, the one on the bottom. You're going to go through that hole. Make sure you're going through the correct hole. Okay? Because you can kind of see. I mean, you can kind of tell if you just take out your slip knot also right here at this point. You see how they're still being held? Alright, now I'm going to do the other one. The one up here. And I'm going to go through that hole. Right. Looks like I'm doing it correct, so I'm going to take out that slip knot. I'm going to grab my 2 yellow bands. I'm gonna grab one with my hook. And I'm gonna pull them through. Alright. You see how my hook is facing down? It's so much easier if you do that. So there's the first ones. Now these. There's the second ones. And there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on this end. Grab these. Put these right here. Okay. Alright. Our star is done. We are left with one slip knot. Boy, this Pikachu. Okay. For this part, go ahead and grab 2 bands. Right there. Right here. Right here. And now the other side, okay? Don't do the bottom yet. Come on. More yellow. Right here. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and do the bottom one, but we need to go ahead and grab this. So, again, I'm going to go through that hole. Now that I have it, I'm just going to take out that slip knot. Okay. And I need 2 bands. And pull them through those 4. And put this one on this end. And this one on this end. Okay. It's gonna slightly twist, but that is okay. There's really not much I can do to help you. Alright. I'm kidding, but like, you'll totally be fine. Don't worry. Okay. So now that that is done, we can actually flip over the very bottom ones. So you see how there is these two, and then there is this one, the one that is part of the star. That one, these 2 are the ones you're going to flip over on all of them. The bottom 2. Come on, I only want the bottom 2. Alright. Okay. So now we are going to extend the front only, okay? Not the back. Because from the after, this is the only time we're going to extend the front, and the back we're actually going to extend a few times. I think, yes. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and the best thing to do is to grab this one. And since it's obviously going over here, I'm going to leave it on my hook for now. Okay, so see how I pushed it in a little so it doesn't fall off? Grab my second hook, and I'm going to transfer this up here. Push down. And I'm going to place these back onto this peg. The same thing with this one. I'm going to go ahead and take the top 2 out. Okay. Grab this and transfer them up here. And now put this right there. Okay. Alright. That's going to be row number 2. Alright. And let's go ahead and again start from the very top. Oh, don't fall. Okay. And like that. Okay, and then the bottom one. Now you're gonna flip over the bottom 4, right? Flip over these 4, and you should have, come on, 4 bands left over. Okay, 4 bands left over. Again, flip over the bottom 4. And right here, there's only 2. I'm gonna flip these 2 and flip these 2. These 2, and then these 2. And these have 4. And 4. Alright, now on this row we're going to be adding our arms. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and grab first these right here, and then put in these here, and on the other side put 2 bands. Okay, and our arms are going to be right here in the middle. Okay, just like that. And here's how you're going to do it. You're going to go ahead and grab, best if you let this down, grab your hook. You're going to go through that hole, okay, there's one. I'm going to go ahead and put it right there. Oh, hang on, I missed one. There we go. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the other side. Okay. Alright, now yeah, okay, so there you go. Alright, there we go. I'm not going to take out those slip knots yet because I'm going to do it on the next one because just in case they fall off. Now I'm going to go ahead and add these, okay? So right here, I'm going to go through this hole. Make sure I'm going through all of them. All 4 bands, and put it on your peg. I am forgetting one, so here we go. I keep messing up. This slip knot is getting in my way. Alright, I think it's better if I hold it with my fingers and just open it. There we go. Alright, perfect. That is 4 bands. Yes, that is 4 bands. Okay, now this way. Whew. These 2 and there we go. 4. Alright. Stretch it out a little. Put it on the peg. Alright. Okay. Again, my head is facing forward. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue with my border. Okay. And flip over the bottom 4. Yes. You're only going to flip over the bottom 4 to make sure you're not grabbing any of the bands from your arms. Okay? Yeah. These 4. These 4. Okay. Now that I'm done flipping, I can actually take out the slip knots. They're only going to get in the way from here on out. Okay. Keep my arms straight. Okay. Now we need to do another extension. Where's my hook? There it is. This time from the back. Alright. So go ahead and grab these. And since they're at the bottom, go ahead and extend them to here. Actually, not yet. Hold on. Put this back right here. This is where we add our stripe. You need 2 browns. One and 2. Go ahead and grab 2 browns. You're going to add them right here. And you're going to twist it into a figure 8. Just like that. Now, grab these 2. Right, the top 2 bands. Put them right here. And then right here also, the top 2 bands. Okay, and put them right here. Okay, make sure that it's the correct side. Your stripe is right here, and it's in the back of Pikachu. See how my face is facing forward, and my stripe is in the back. Now, grab this, and put it over. So it should be just like that. Okay, and that's it. So now that we extended it, this one's falling, so I need to put it back on there. Wonder where? Oh well, whatever. It'll find its way back. Oh, I have another one that's falling. Okay, that's totally fine if they get flipped with the next ones. You kind of want to, I guess you kind of want to make sure that nothing is coming out right now. So far so good. Let's keep going. I'm totally elongating this so much. Okay, now let's go ahead and do our border. It's gonna get kind of really tight around these places because of your arms, but you need a border right here on top of your arms. Okay. On the previous ones, your arms were the borders, but now you actually need to cover them. Okay, now flip over the bottom one right here. There's only 2 bands, so you're just gonna flip over these 2, flip over these 2, and right here there's 4, so you're gonna go under and you're gonna grab, actually there's more than 4 because of all those arm bands, so flip over all the ones until you only have those 4 bands left over. Okay, and then push down. Right here too, you're gonna go under this, push my hook in. And now I'm going to flip over everything. Push it down. This one too. Oops, no, it's the bottom one. So I want to make sure that the 4 are left over. There we go. That's correct. This one's the bottom one, so I need to grab everything under it. This one is the bottom one, so I need to grab everything under it. All these. This is the bottom one, so I need to grab everything under. I want to make sure I'm grabbing the correct one, yes. All these are the ones I have to flip. These are only 2 and 2. Okay. Going a little bit forward, your arms, I think it's best if we just go ahead and push them inside for now. No, wait, no. Oof. It's gonna be a little bit hard because they're gonna be squeezed in, but like, I guess a little bit later. So just keep on like that for now. All right. Do we need to extend this one? No. Okay. I'm gonna continue with this. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, so I'm gonna continue with this one 2 more times. So this is 1 more time right here. Remember to keep putting them on top of your hands, on your arms. And push your bands down too. Okay, so now go ahead and flip over the bottom 4. It should be 4 on all of these now. Okie dokie. The TV is super loud. Okay. Yes, there should be 4 left over. Alright, one more time. Because after this one, we're going to extend 1 more time. I don't know if you guys can hear the TV in the background. Sorry about that. I mean, it's not that bad considering I was having music on my first initial videos. More yellow. Okay. This is tiring, you guys. Okay. You guys are gonna burn me out. But I can't help it because Pikachu looks so cool. It's probably gonna come out hopefully the way that I want it, because I did slight difference from this one than my prototype. So okay. All right. So if you need to push your arms in a little bit, go ahead and do so. Oh, my wire's kind of coming out right there. That's fine. I'll fix it after, as long as I don't poke myself. All right. Alright, so he's coming out. It looks fine so far. It's gonna be a little stretchy right there, but I think it'll be okay. Yes. It should be okay. Alright, oh lordy, I totally forgot about the other stripe. Alright, this is where we're gonna add our another stripe. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Grab again 2 bands. Okay. Gonna add them right here. I hope I did it correct last time. Let me see. Hang on. Trying to remember if I did it correctly. It's looking a little loose right there, but it's coming out right on top, so it should be correct. Although it's gonna be a little loose. Whatever. Alright. Now I can fix it. Again, grab your 2 brown ones. I'm gonna put them. Ooh. Yes, put them right here, because here's what you're gonna do. You're going to grab these top ones and move them right here, and then these top 2, move them right here. Now these top 2, well, the leftover 2, move them there, and then these, and move them there. Now go ahead and put your brown ones over. Okay? Because now, again, you're going to do the same thing. Grab the top 2, move them here. Right here, grab the top 2, move them here. Okay. And, yes, one more. Grab these, move them here. Yes, and then this one, move them here, and now these, move and leave them there, and then these, move, and we're gonna leave that there, and that's it. Okay, so these should have 4, these should have 2, and these should have 4. Perfect. We're gonna widen out the thighs of Pikachu. Okay, now let's go ahead and do our first of 3 rows. And after those 3 rows, we're gonna close it. Oh, and we add our tail at the very end also. After this one, we add our tail. Alright, we're done. Time to flip over. Ooh, hold on, quick. Kind of forgot where I'm at. Alright. Let's continue flipping these over. Oops, wrong side. Stay there. These have 2, and this one has 2, and the rest have 4. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Not till the end. I can fix that later. Okay, now that we've loomed everything, I need you guys to do your best to push your hands through to the other side. Okay, don't worry about if the wires come out, but be careful not to poke yourselves, okay? Be very careful not to poke yourselves. Right now my wires are coming out, but that's totally fine because you can always hide them. And again, I'm gonna try my best to push them. And we need to do this now. Oh, wire's bending too much right there. Because... Come on. Get back to your spot. Alright. Alright, that's good for right now. Once we take it fully out, we can fix it better. Okay. We need to do one more extension. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab all 4 of these and extend them here. Push down. Again, extend these 4 up here. Be careful doing this because there's a lot of tension. So, and again, I'm gonna extend these 4. Yes, right here. Okay. Alright, now that I extended these 4, this one, or these are the ones that I want to extend. So since this goes there, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one, the bottom one, and put it right there, and keep this one on this peg. Okay. This is our last extension. So again, I'm going to grab the top 2 here, and they are going to stay right there. So I'm going to push my hook in, use my second hook to transfer this onto this one. And now I can put this one here. Okay, alright. Oh, time to add our tail. our tail is going to be like this. Grab 2 bands. You're going to grab your hook, and you're actually going to grab. Alright. For this one, you need to grab the bottom. Come on. Focus. Alright. I want you to grab which ones did I grab again? Oh, okay. I see. Alright. Right. This is what I did. I put my... I'm gonna grab from here, and I'm grabbing it from the... You see how this is the top of my tail, and I'm going down? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab these bottom 2, okay? Where the wire is at. And I'm gonna transfer over. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab those 2 on the other side also. So now there's 4 bands right there. Okay. Right where my wire is at. No, sorry. I'm gonna let go of those 2. I only want just those 2 for right now. I totally forgot about these bands. I need to put this between. So put them on your hook. That slip knot. That one too. Okay. And now I'm gonna grab those 2 bands. Okay, so now there's 6 bands right there. Grab your 2 yellow. And now you can go ahead and transfer this through those, okay? Do it the best way you can. So if you want to do it 2 at a time, that's probably easiest. Okay, now that it's on there, go ahead and grab your loom again. You're going to put it right here in the bottom, closest to where your stripes is at, because it's obviously the back of Pikachu. And here's how you want to put it, okay? I totally forgot about the other thing. Is that... Come on, stay like that. Alright, now before you add it on, you need to make sure the tail is on correctly, because obviously you do not want to put the tail upside down. So the best way to figure it out is, see how your Pikachu is headed like that? Obviously your tail has to have its 7 like that. Okay? So now that you know it's going to be like that, I know that I have to add it like this. Okay? So let's do that first. Put it on your pegs. And now I know it's on correctly. Okay, you see? It should be doing that with your thunder shaped like so. As for the wire, you're going to stick it through the middle. Okay. And if it comes out through here, then that's perfect. Don't worry about that. Okay. We'll worry as it starts to go in further up. But just try to bend it in and stick it until it goes through the middle. Okay. Let's continue adding our bands. I'm just going to start from up here. And that's it, because we obviously already added the tail right there. So let's go ahead and flip over. These only have 2. Okay, one last row, and then we're gonna close it up. I mean, not close it up. We're gonna decrease. We're gonna decrease after this one, and then we'll close it up. Okay, all right. Now we're gonna go ahead and decrease. Okay, and we're gonna decrease by closing up the sides. So we're gonna start off from up here and right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start from here. We're gonna go ahead and decrease that first. This top 2, grab those, and they are coming down here. So then this one's gonna go, actually that can stay there. We're just gonna go ahead and transfer these on here. Now this, grab those top 2, put them there, and so you're gonna grab these. You're gonna grab the top 2 first, and then the next 2. Alright, now let's do the bottom. It's gonna be these, okay? This third one. Grab those, top 2, and they're gonna come over here. And then this one is gonna go over here. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and transfer everything over to this peg now. Okay, and this one too. Alright, now this one again, the third one here. Go ahead and grab the top two. I'm going to transfer them over here. And you're going to grab these, transfer them over to this one. So now again, you're going to grab these, transfer them back onto that peg. You're going to grab these. Okay. And then these. Alright. Okay, we are down to 10 sections. Okay. So now let's go ahead and put our rows. Push everything down. Okay, and flip over. There's a lot of bands in this one, so make sure you're flipping all of the ones and just leaving 4 behind. I keep forgetting those. Come on. There we go. Okay. I think that's the last one. Let me see. 1, 2. Yes, that's the last one. So now we're going to go ahead and close it up. We need 2 bands. It's best if you use jelly bands. So I have 2 yellow jelly bands, okay? And I want to use jelly ones because they're going to be a little more resistant than the opaque ones, okay? So here's what we're going to do. You're going to go ahead, grab one. If you did the tutorial for Venusaur, this should be familiar to you. Okay? And now I'm going to go ahead and stretch this one over here. And then take this one out. Now I'm going to put this one on this peg. I'm going to grab this one from the top. And then grab this band. I'm going to take it out. Leave it on my hook. And I'm going to transfer it over. Okay? And now I'm going to take it out that loom. Sorry, yeah, that peg. And I'm going to put this on the peg. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go from the top, right here on this side. Grab those 2 bands. Okay. Transfer them through. Take it out of the peg and put it on that peg now. Okay. Now I'm going to do this side, but instead of going from the top, I'm going to go from the bottom because it's the opposite side. So I have to do the complete opposite. If you want, I'm just going to go ahead and take it out of the peg. Grab those 2 bands, transfer them through, and put them on my peg. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. So again, from the bottom, I'm going to take it out, grab those 2 bands, those 2 jelly ones. I'm going to transfer them through, and I'm going to put it on the empty peg, okay? Now I'm going to do this side from the top. I'm going to take it out of the loom, grab those 2 bands, transfer them through, and put it on the empty peg. One more time. Grab them from the top. Okay, now this one. Like this. Grab that. Right there. And then this last one on this side. Turn around. Go through. Put it on that peg. And now this last one here. This is the very last one that I'm doing. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab this one here. And I'm going to push my Pikachu out. Okay. At this point, I need to stuff it. Okay. So you can either stuff it with old bands and just stuff it in, okay? Or you can stuff it with stuffing, okay? And then there's my wire right there also. So I need to kind of fix that because I want it to go inside the head, right? So I don't want my bands to break, so I need to be careful. Alright. Alright, cool. Yeah, so now the head is posable because of the wire. These wires need to get fixed. That shouldn't be that hard. It's an easy fix. Alright, so let me go ahead and stuff them. I'm gonna get a little bit of stuffing, and I don't need a lot. Okay. Don't overstuff them, okay? You don't want them to be a really fat Pikachu. Remember, you can stuff them with old bands, or you can just stuff them with cotton. And do it until you are satisfied with the stuffing. Just enough so that way it'll give them some shape. And oh, my stripes are okay. I'll fix that. All I have to do is just go ahead and pull them from the inside. So that way they get tightened, and then just stick it back in. Come on. This band doesn't want to go in. There we go. Same thing with this. I don't need that extra part. Just gonna try to push it in with my finger instead. Until I'm satisfied. Or if you want, you can just go ahead and try to pull it in from the inside. If I can find, since I already stuffed it. There it is. Okay. You can see the brown part in my hook. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull on it until it tightens. Alright, good. I'm gonna try to do the other one. Alright, so now they are tightened. Might just been mine, or it could be yours. Oh, there's my wire. Make sure you stay inside the head. Maybe just a tiny little bit more, just very, very little. Okay, I think I'm... Okay, the best thing to do is you want to go ahead and flatten him out and just squish like this. Okay. And yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't think I need any more stuffing. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull this in and then slip knot it and then just tighten. Tighten until you can't tighten anymore, and I snapped one band, but that's fine because I still have the other one. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to tie it. Because I do not want anything to happen. Make a knot. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go through a random spot right here. Grab these bands and pull them in until I don't see them anymore, and then just hide them in. Get back in there. Alright. Our Pikachu is near complete. Let's go ahead and make his feet. Get your loom back on. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. We can work it like this. Or maybe not. Just gonna tilt them up a little bit so I can be able to put my middle row one set up, so it'll be offset. Okay. Okay. We're gonna be working with capped bands to make the feet like that. Cap another one. Go down. Cap another one. You're gonna go diagonal. Cap another one. Go down on that one. Okay. Cap another one. Go down on this one third time and then cap that 3 times if you can. I'm gonna put it right there. Alright. And then I need 1, and then you need to wrap it around 4 times. Alright. And then you're going to go ahead and grab another one, cap it, put those on the end right here. Okay. Yes, I think that is it. Okay. I'm gonna loom that up. This is your holding band, so you're not gonna loom that, okay? Just go ahead and keep looming this over and loom from here over. And then loom this one up. Now you're going to go ahead and grab the bottom 2 from here and put it over. So now you've created a slip knot. Take it out your loom. There is 1 foot, okay? 1 foot from Pikachu. Alright, here's how you're going to add it. Okay, so you're going to pick a spot right here. You see how you can kind of see like that diagonal part, like that, I mean, that horizontal part right here. Right there. Is that where it is? Yes. Okay, so right where you have that horizontal part, you're going to choose the one that's right above it, which are these. I see these 2 bands. I'm going to go ahead and grab an extra band also. So now I have 3. My foot is like this. This is the front part because I can be able to see that this is lifting upwards. So I want to grab, let me see. Yes. I want to grab it like that. You see how it's lifting up? And then I'm going to go ahead and put it over the entire foot. Yeah, let's try that again. Oh gosh. Okay. Right. There. Now that it's over the entire thing, there's 1 foot. Yay. Go and do another one. Again. Really quick. Hopefully you remember. This one's going to be triple capped. Yeah. Again, go around your hook 4 times. Oops, this has to be capped. Put it in the end. And loom it. Grab the bottom 2, flip over, okay? Now take it out your loom. So this is the top part of my foot, okay? Again, I'm gonna look for, see how this is at that angle. We want that same angle, which is right here. So I'm gonna look for those bands, okay? It's obviously not part of that star. It's the ones that are right up above here, okay? And I'm gonna grab one more, okay? So you can see that it's the correct section. Grab those bands. Put it over your entire foot. Okay, so our Pikachu is nearly complete. Alright, so I need to squish that head a little bit so I can get it to that shape I want. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and fix those arms by pushing that wire in a little bit more because it's sticking out too much. Okay. At least for me it is. What I'm probably going to end up doing is cutting off a bit of it. Maybe the other side. That part is really in there. I'll just do it later. But here, let me show you really quick. So, focus. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do his fingers. But your Pikachu should be able to stand. You see how, like, right here you have his tail, right? And then this part, after time and squishing, you should be able to get it flat, right? Flat enough where you can actually be able to stand up. You can raise his tail. So, yay! Pikachu can stand. You can have him do his signature high. Hi. Alright. And there you go. So hopefully you guys love your Pikachu. He can even do electric attacks. Alright. So doing thunder. Kind of looks like my Seekinix. Alright, so yeah, there's Pikachu. Hope you guys like him. Let's go ahead and work on the fingers really quick. So this is the way to be able to do it. Right there where his arms are at, there are some bands that you can kind of tell are a little bit looser. Oh, right here, perfect. There's one loose one right here, so there's a great one we can be able to start with. We're going to go ahead and grab one. You're just going to go ahead and grab 4 bands all around, okay? And with that one, you kind of want to twist it around until you have that, and then put it in the middle. You want to go around and keep holding it on your finger, okay? When you have it done, you want to go through the inside of it just like that, okay? And then you want to go ahead and grab this one and pull here. You want to pull that bottom one over, and that makes a knot. So now I'm just going to go ahead and tug on that. I'm just gonna hide that wire a little bit more by pushing it in and stretching the bands. Ugh, I really need to hide that wire better. Okay, so there's one finger. Let's go ahead and grab another one, which I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna again twist it until you have that. Okay, and then put it in right there. Hold it with your finger. You're gonna go around from the top, and then you're gonna go inside that hole, just like that. Okay, and now you need to transfer this. Keep letting go. And every time I let go, it's hard for me to grab it. So I'm just going to go ahead and again use my pick. Flip over. And then tug on it. And there's my second finger. I'm going to go ahead and grab another one. I'm just going to do this one. Okay. So again, I'm going to twist 1, 2. Okay. Now that it's right there, put it in the middle of my hook, wrap around like this, and go inside that hole. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. One more time. Go inside the hole. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the end. I'm going to go ahead and grab it with this. Flip it over. And then just tug on the knot. There's finger number 2. Now I need one more finger. I'm going to grab. I need one right here. I'm just going to grab this one. I'm going to tug on it. 1, 2, 3. Put it around. Twist. Go inside the hole. Okay. And now do this. And then tug on it. So now you should have some fingers on there. And here, I'm going to go ahead and this one, this part of the wire, I'm just going to go ahead and pull a little so this one will come out. There we go. So now I can feel the wire a little bit more in. Now that this one's more in, I'm gonna straighten this out so I can cut a little bit more. I'm gonna refold it. Okay. Now that I cut off a piece, I'm gonna go ahead and refold it and then tuck it back in. And then pinch. Alright. Okay, a little bit better. I like it. I'm gonna call it. This is probably the best Pikachu out there. No lie. Alright. I hope you guys really enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, okay, go ahead and click thumbs up on my videos. Don't forget to subscribe also to my channel for a lot more cool designs. I love my Pikachu. Hopefully you guys love it too. And I look forward to seeing your designs. If you have a Facebook, follow me on Facebook, Art by WillScott. I post stuff up to right there, and you can see some of my other artwork as well, and also other pictures. And if you have Instagram, you can be able to check out some of the other stuff also that I do on Instagram. And you will get my updates and everything else. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next tutorial. It seems like I will be posting videos every Monday or Tuesday, alright, of every week. Hopefully with a small design like this one, or a large design, or an update, okay? Alright. Hopefully you guys had fun with Pikachu.